Coral have a promotional offer which is bet £5 and receive a free £20 bet. As explained in the Matched Bettors basic training video, we will also need another bookmaker to lay off the other bets. For this example, we will be using Betfair. What I want you to do in this tutorial is take your time, pause and play as many times as you need to help you to understand. Come down to the tutorial area to step number 1, which says click here and open an account with Coral and deposit £5 into your account. When you get to Coral's page, you'll see that there's the bet that we will be doing, which is the bet £5, get £20 free bet. Click Bet Now, which will take you through to the account page. Enter your details, deposit £5, press pause to do this now. Once you've done that, return back to the tutorial page and go down to step 2, which says click here and open an account with Betfair. Enter the promotional code ZSK200 when creating an account. So click here now. On the Betfair site, you'll see there's another offer, which is bet £10, get £30 bet. That's exactly why we're going to enter the promo code, so you can register for this down the line. Click join now. And when this page loads, it comes up where obviously we need to enter all your details. And come down to the promo code section and just make sure that's entered in there. It usually does automatically, but just check. Okay, so fill out your details here. Pause to do this now. Once that's done, you'll come back to the Matched Bettors tutorial page and move down to step 3. And now we need to find good odds to bet with Coral and Betfair. So come up here and click on the Odds Finder tab. Here is the Odds Finder. Don't worry too much about what you can see at the moment. This will be taught to you. At this stage, just come to the top left here where it says All Bookmakers. Open the tab and you want to come down to Coral because it's the Coral offer that we're doing. Click there and press search. And now what we need to do is come over to the back odds section and you want to enter 1.5 because the minimum odds for this offer are 1.5. If you don't, you won't receive the free offer. So make sure that says 1.5. Click down and click greater than or equal to, and this will bring up all odds of 1.5 or above. Right, okay, now what we need to do is just look down here where it says exchange, because we're using Betfair, so it has to be one with Betfair. You don't want to look at one from Smarkets or BetDeck, only Betfair. What we need to do is on the back odds section, you need to get odds that are as close to 1.5 as possible. So Sweden v Montenegro here is absolutely perfect. And then you need to look at the lay odds, and you want to find odds that are as close to the back odds that you've chosen as possible. So again, the Sweden v Montenegro is absolutely perfect because it's 1.5 and 1.5, but it really does not matter what you are betting on. It can be anything, just purely look at the odds at this stage. Now what we want to do is go to Coral and just check that it's still 1.5 on Sweden to beat Montenegro. See here it says what the bet is. So we go back to Coral and we just go in the search bar here and type in Sweden v Montenegro, obviously whatever your bet is, and then we click there. And it's exactly the same. As you can see there, it's odds for Sweden to beat Montenegro 1.5. So you click on that, select it, and then come over here and put the £5 stake in, but do not place the bet just yet. Do not place it, just have it there ready. Then we just go back to the odds finder. Obviously it's 1.5 lay odds as well, and the lay odds will be shown on Betfair. So go back to the Betfair site. Now you need to click on the exchange section here in the top left. This must be done, so click that. this section allows you to lay bet, and then go up to the search bar and just type in the event that you're looking for again. Great, and it's come up. You can see here there's the two sections. You've got back all, which is obviously not what we want to do. That's the back it. We want to go to the lay all section, which is in pink. And as we can see here, so it's 1.5. So I just click there and open that up. And check in the lay odds or the back odds that you notice that these have changed, or if that went up to 1.7, you can either get the calculator out and work out the new workings out, or go back to the odds finder and just simply select another match and continue from there. And now what we need to do is calculate how much to lay the bet with. So just come back to the website, go calculator, now you need to make sure at this stage that the top left is clicked normal. Enter in here bookmaker stake £5. This is what we're putting into Coral, and then it's 1.5 and 1.5. Okay, so what this is saying is that we need to enter the lay into Betfair. Don't worry too much about lay and the difference between liabilities. This will be taught in the paid area, but at this stage you just need to know that the qualifying bets will lose, but lose me 9p in this case, but that is absolutely fine at this stage. We make our money in the free bet stage. So I'm just going to copy that and paste. And you can see your liability there. It says there 258. In here it says 259. There's 1p difference, but it really does not matter. It's just a decimal point in it. So then I go back to Coral's website. I just double check. So it's Sweden against Sweden v Montenegro on the 14th. And there we are, so it's Sweden to beat Montenegro. So the £5 bet, I just place that. And then I go back to Betfair, just check that, so it's lay bet against Sweden. And I place the bets. So that's fine, that's locked in, and I will make a 9p loss out of that. But that is absolutely fine at this stage. Now you come back to the Coral website, and we will have a free £20 bet token to use. There we have it. There it is. So it's the £20 bet token. So that's absolutely fantastic. We've now generated that. Okay, so now it's time to make money off that. So what we do, we go back to the odds finder. We obviously make sure that's selected still as Coral. And now for this section of the bet, because it's the free bet, we really want to maximise our profits. And the way we do this is come back here, the back bet, take the 1.5 out and put in odds of 4. 4 is a reasonably high odd, and we want high odds here because we want to maximise what we can get. Click there. Again, go to greater than or equal to. And now we want to find odds around 4. If possible. I mean 5.1 isn't bad. I'll probably go for, again, making sure that it's with Betfair. We've got Andorra v Cyprus, which is for a draw. Now the odds on this are 5.5. Again, it's a good find because it's very close odds. You do want to look for the close back odds and close lay odds again at this stage. So pull up the calculator. And now we want to select the free bet SNR. We set the free bet because obviously we're using a free bet for this part of the offer. In the top section we put 20. And then the odds of obviously 5.5 and 5.5. And again, because it's with Betfair, it's a 5% commission. And with this offer, we will be making £15.71 minus the 9p qualifying loss, so it's still a £15.62p profit. And what it's saying here is you'll need to lay bet £16.51, but you'll need £74.30 to cover this bet. Again, I'll explain what this means in the paid membership area. Don't worry about it at this stage. So go back to the odds finder, and it was Andorra v Cyprus, the draw. So I go into the Coral site again just to check this. So Andorra v Cyprus. Oh. There we are, just select the event. There we go, so just to confirm, it was Andorra v Cyprus, it was the draw, and it's 5.5. Andorra v Cyprus draws 5.5. So I click on that, I enter 20, and I don't place that bet yet. I leave that as it is. Obviously, again on the lay bet it's 5.5, so I go back into Betfair, make sure I'm on the exchange again. And type in Andorra v Cyprus. Oh. Select that event. There we are, and there's the draw. Again, it's at 5.5. Just deposit the money in required for the lay bet. Go back to the calculator. You want to put the lay bet into this part. There we are, and it says there £74.29, which is what you'll need in the account to cover it. If you get to this stage and the liability is too much for you to pay at this time, you can always go back in and find lower odds in the odds finder. Look for odds around 4 or 3, which will bring down the liability cost. However, you wouldn't make as much profit because we have to get high odds to maximise the profits. But feel free to do that at this stage. That's absolutely fine. So I go back to the Coral, Andorra v Cyprus. There's a £20 free bet. So place that bet. And that's been placed. And I go back, lay bet against the draw, Andorra v Cyprus, place bet. There we are. So that is a £15.62p just locked in for literally 15 minutes work. And as I say, you can go on to the next offers and we'll have tutorials just like this. Don't worry too much at this stage. If you have a few questions, just give them a go, and when you get through to the next stage, you'll start to understand more and more.